Republicans in South Carolina have rejected Lin Wood as the chair of the state GOP. In fact, they've decided to re-elect the incumbent Drew McKissick, who garnered the support of most of the big name Republicans. He got their endorsement. He also got the endorsement of Donald Trump, which makes this story interesting. So, Claire Robinson, a GOP spokesperson, said this: more than 67% of South Carolina's GOPs, I should say, 861 delegates voted for Drew McKissick. Again, that was the incumbent at their convention Saturday, handily defeating Lin Wood, who drew 28% of the vote, and two smaller challengers. So that's how the vote broke down. And remember, Lin Wood was Donald Trump's lawyer, one of his campaign lawyers who really failed to provide a single shred of evidence indicating that there was widespread voter fraud that led to the election being stolen from Donald Trump. But the important takeaway is that Lin Wood has been a pretty significant Trump loyalist. And so when Trump decided to endorse his opponent, the real question is, how did Lin Wood feel about that? Did he decide to turn his back on Trump? Now, Trump's endorsement was this: Drew, meaning the incumbent who got reelected, fought all the way to the Supreme Court to defend our voting laws and won. He will continue to grow the party and help conservatives get elected in the great state of South Carolina. What's amazing is that Lin Wood has decided to continue carrying water for Donald Trump. Here's what he had to say: President Trump is a genius. He plays chess at a level we will never fully understand.
Well, you will never fully understand.
I was honored by his description of me as a strong and talented opponent. Upon further reflection, I understand his endorsement of my opponent, Drew McKissick.
It's so sad. That's so sad.
It's just so, my faith in President Trump has never wavered. He is doing God's will for our country. I support President Trump 100%. PS, the South Carolina GOP is a swamp. In time, the rhinos will be defeated. Watch it happen.
Okay. That was one of the greatest things I've ever seen. I love what's happening in the Republican Party. I love that they're cucking themselves into oblivion. It's a cucktastrophe. And so here's this guy: I support Donald Trump 100%, even when he says you should not vote for me. I was honored that he told you guys that I'm a loser and that the other guy won. By the way, total lie. Donald Trump's like, McKissick won in the cases.
I know.
They didn't win a single case. Your side went 0 for 60. 0 for 60.
Look at that haircut, though. Look at that. That's what you did wrong, Lin Wood.
Well, that's
even the Republican voters of South Carolina, they're like, can't do it.
No, I'm gonna come back to that.
Cannot win with him. Cannot coach with him. Can't do it.
I'm gonna come back to that, okay? But now, so Trump's like, McKissick won. What did he win? What a weird lie by Donald Trump. So now Lin Wood knows it's a lie. He knows that McKissick didn't win any cases.
Yep.
And he knows that Trump is smearing him. And he's like, I am honored to be smeared by the orange leader. I will now try to get lower than dirt. Okay, and please have my wife. I'm begging you.
Oh my God.
Okay, God, I just can't get enough of it. So the Ted Cruzes and the Lindsey Grahams and the Lin Woods. If Trump says I am a cuck, then I am most certainly a cuck. I beseech you, Mr. Trump, dear leader, to cuck me further. Okay.
No, it gets better. So he released another statement, Lin Wood did.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I had a great time running for chair of the South Carolina GOP.
Well, hey, to each his own. I'm not judging.
Making new friends and building support from we the people. It was a win for me from my perspective.
Oh.
I definitely do not feel betrayed at all by President Trump. By the way, essentially he gave himself a participation trophy, right?
It's true. They put up a monument of him, like the Confederate generals.
It was a win for me from my perspective. I lost, but from my perspective, I actually won.
And I was definitely not betrayed by Donald Trump. Okay, I wanted it exactly how he gave it to me. Well, that might be true, actually.
Jeez.
I wonder if he was like, oh, Trump, chastised me. He was against me.
I was a bad boy.
Yo, Trump thought I was naughty.
Teach me a lesson, Donald Trump.
Trump was 100% right about how naughty I was.
So bad, very bad. Yeah, no, okay. And I also, okay, one final point before we end the story.
I got one.
When will this country evolve to a point where we stop having grown men constantly opine on politics by discussing chess? Like, I can't take it anymore. Like, oh, three-dimensional chess, chess this, chess. No one's playing chess. Like, I'm tired of that analogy. I'm so tired of it. Like, it's so cliche at this point, come up with something different. And no, Trump is not playing chess. He's not playing normal chess, and he's certainly not playing three-dimensional chess. Because had he been playing three-dimensional chess, maybe he'd be president right now. Maybe he'd get reelected for a second term. But losers like Trump don't get reelected because he ain't playing chess, but more importantly, he didn't know how to govern.
Yeah, the three-dimensional chess is so tired. The Democrats do it even more often. They're like, oh, Barack Obama's playing three-dimensional chess about the Supreme Court. You wouldn't even understand it. That's why he didn't fight back on Merrick Garland. The right wing has the Supreme Court 6-3. You'll see later, three-dimensional chess. There ain't no three-dimensional chess. Trump, who thinks that stealth fighters are invisible to the naked eye, and thinks you should inject yourself with bleach and that wind causes cancer, is playing three-dimensional chess. Please. Okay, but the last thing I wanted to say is 28% said no, Donald Trump is not crazy enough. We're going Lin Wood. Lin Wood, who believes in QAnon, even after QAnon was wrong about every single thing. First of all.
No. Just give it time, Cenk.
Give it time.
You'll see.
Then Trump will be back.
Everything
and then he's
that's
actually
happening,
already back.
Part of the plan.
By the way, Lin Wood actually said he thinks Trump is still president.
Right.
Like secretly still president. And Lin Wood also thinks he is Jesus Christ. 28% of Republican Party leaders in South Carolina voted for him.
Nice.
They said, no, Trump, not crazy enough. Lin Wood thinks that there's brain juice harvesting, etc. He's correct. We're gonna vote with him. Now that's the number I always give you guys. You notice the same number, 28%. 28% of Republicans will believe anything. Anything. There is nothing at all too extreme for them. I can't think of anything more extreme than Lin Wood. I'm not sure I've ever seen anything in American politics more extreme than Lin Wood.
I mean, maybe his haircut, but other than that.
Yeah, and 28% of Republican leaders in South Carolina were like, we're here for it. Yeah, even with Trump weighing in on it, they still had. If Trump hadn't weighed in, he probably would have won. So, but Lin Wood, when asked for comment, he's like, oh, thank God he weighed in against me. This is the God, Donald Trump. Otherwise, I might have won. I wouldn't have. Oh, please. Oh, then I wouldn't have been cucked. Oh my God, thank you, Trump. So, hey, again, to each his own. Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.